So, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, can you please tell me about yourself?
Yes, sure. My name is Asha Rajendra Jadhav. Basically, I am from Baramati and currently resides in Pune.
Okay.
I have completed my engineering from Mose College, Wagholi in 2015 from ENTC stream. Earlier, I have been working with Asara Technologies in Mumbai for around 3 years as an application support engineer. So there, my role was to communicate with the client daily basis, getting their query resolved about their software, or in case of any defect, get that defect, track that defect, and get resolved from the developer. And nowadays, currently, I'm upgrading my skills in automation testing in cyber success. So here, I have learned about the manual testing techniques, automation, that is core Java, SQL. I'm learning Selenium, API, and about the agile methodology. Uh, my hobbies are painting and art and craft. That's all about me. Would you like to know about more about my family and all?
No, thank you
Okay.
so much. Yeah, since you have done your graduation in ENTC, then why did you prefer choosing an IT as a career option?
See, I have always fascinated about the IT technologies, and I've learned about it. Earlier, as I told you, I've been working with an ISRI. As I'm working as an application support engineer, so there I look into the testers and developers, and I got more interested about the testing techniques. So I choose this career as a software tester.
Okay, so you chose software testing as a career option, but like what kind of programming languages or technologies are you most comfortable to work with?
I'm currently learning core Java, so I'm much more comfortable with it, and SQL too.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Can you describe me any technical project that you worked during your studies or as a personal project?
I've been working. I have working on the recruitment project. It was for Aptel India Private Limited in Mumbai. The software was for like a Naukri.com for the recruitment, but it's different. The internal employees will give the reference of the outer employees or outer candidate. So the process was like they put their references in the system, and how it going to process, like from getting the candidate detail till hiring them. The
Okay,
process was like that.
good, good. So, since you are an IT aspirant, so how do you stay updated regarding the latest IT trends and technologies?
So being an IT person, I sure strongly believe that we have to take being updated daily
Yes.
on daily basis. And nowadays, social media is so good platform for that. So I follow the pages, IT industry pages on the Instagram. I watch videos on YouTube. Also read blogs on the Google and all.
That's great. That's so. Yeah, that's fine. I'll give you a situation that describe me a situation where you faced a technical challenge and how did you try to resolve it?
Yes, I remember the scenario earlier as I'm working with the Aditya Birla project. There we were building software for training management, and one user were facing the issue which is inconvenient. Like they are facing, but when I'm checking at my end, I'm not able to facing the same. After 2 3 attempts, I'm facing the same issue. After that testing, that defect was inconvenient.
Yeah.
We don't know whenever that defect is occurring. So as we discuss with our team, our developers, they then after so many attempts, they done the changes in coding as like that the duplicate data will never ever get included in the system.
That's fine. Yeah. So I got to know about how do you try to face the challenges and how do you overcome it. But like in recent years, what do you think are the most recent trending IT trends?
IT, sorry.
IT trends that I am trying to ask you that how is IT getting transformed since your recent years observations?
Nowadays, IT is getting more and more better with the help of AI, with the help of cyber security, and we are very sure that in upcoming years it will be upgraded much more that than we think.
Okay. And why do you want to work with our company?
See, as per the your job description, I have seen my skills are very much matching with your job description. I am also looking for the environment which is much more friendly, where I can upgrade my skill, where I can put my knowledge, and I want to look forward with your organization.
That's great. But what are your career goals in IT field?
Talking about my career goals, my short-term goal is to getting placed with the reputed company, with like your company, and my long-term goal is to getting upgraded, getting upskill with your company and with your organization. After 2 or 5 years, I'm looking forward to being as a team lead or a senior test lead.
Good. Very good. Very good. And how do you handle debugging and troubleshooting in programming?
So for that, I first analyze the code. I first go through the code, analyze the code. I find where is the mistake, and then I step by step my fix the defects in the code, or
Okay.
fix the situation in any kind of situation. I first analyze. I first divided them into a small pieces, and then find the solution over it.
Okay. So based on this, can you describe me any situation where you worked on a team project and what was your role and how did you contribute to that project?
Yes, as I have told you, I was working as an application support engineer. So I've been working with the team. So
Okay.
daily basis, my first work when I go to office, my first work to do the analysis. Any mails are there, any client is facing query or any doubt. So I was communicating with them. If in case of any defect, I contact to my development team also. In case if I need it, I'll connect my development team with my client too on the Microsoft Teams.
Great. Well, that's the thing. Then how do you handle the tight deadlines and critical situations where you get higher pressure and all this stuff?
I first analyze what are the things pending from my side. I'll divide them in a short pieces like small tasks, and I'll try my best to do one by one.
Great, great. And according to you, what do you think that what are the essential skills for an IT professional to have, and how we can develop them?
First of all, an IT person should have a good communication and a skill to being updated. Then have a problem solving scenarios. Then we should have a team working ability. That's all.
Great, you're impeccable. So, my another question is that let's say if you have a situation that where projects requirements are changing continuously in a mid way, how would you handle it?
uh, I'll first analyze that what are the requirements are impacting on my current module or my current software. If it is a huge, then we will try to communicate with the developers as well as the client to what is the impact and what we can do about it. If the changes are small, then we can convince developer to do it in an instance way.
Okay. But in case, how would you manage to stay organized and updated with your time effectively to present it?
Uh, Time management in IT is very important since we have a limited time from 9:30 to 6:30, and we have a, as a tester we have a limited
Yes.
test cycle also. So
Hmm.
uh, I guess the proactiveness should be at pro max level.
Very good. Okay. Like I'm asking you a casual question like describe a time when you had to learn a new technology or any new programming language. So how did you approach it? How did you decided to learn it?
First of all, I'll decide what technology I would like to, what technology my interest is. Then I'll take a pathway to learn that technology by myself or by getting a coaching.
Okay, good. But since you are doing testing, so do you have any experience regarding version controls like GitHub?
I don't have such an experience about version control tool, but I have seen developers using the version control tool.
Okay. And how do you ensure the security of code and data in your projects?
Uh, About the security, we were organizing all our test cases, our data in a repository, which is on a server. So it is more secure than any other driver. Keeping in a personal computer, it is always better to be on a server.
Okay. My another question is, imagine there is a situation that there is a something technical concept that you want to explain to a non-technical guy. How would you try to explain or convince him regarding that?
Uh, I will first analyze the background of that person, which from which background he is. If he is from like small ENTC, like ENTC have nowadays ENTC have all the Java language and
Yeah.
all. So he is able to understand. So I can explain in that way. But he is different from the different background, that total non-IT background. Then I'll make sure I will explain him a very simple way,
Okay.
like a spoon feeding.
Good. Okay. My last question for today is that, let's say, how would you handle your constructive criticism and feedback of your work?
I will definitely take it as in a positive way. I'll make sure that I'll make improvement in myself. I will not be getting angry on that person or like not getting jealous on that person. I'll always take it in a positive way.
Well, that's the thing. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
And congratulations, you're hired.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.